Here we are going to learn about ways to pay for items, like a television. So, the scenario is that John wants to buy a television for $500, but he does not have enough money to buy it. Which of these is not an option John can use to buy the television? So option A, he can use his credit card to buy the television now. Which is true, because when you use a credit card, you are borrowing money from the bank. You are borrowing money from the bank. In that case. So, if John borrows the $500 from his bank, then by the end of the month, he will be expected to pay the $500 out of his own pocket at a specific date. If not, then he will have to pay some fees along with the 500. So option A is an option that John can use to buy the television. He can borrow the $500, also known as using the credit card, so that he can buy the television now, and then will be expected to pay it later. He can use his debit card to buy the television now. And that is not true, and it is not an option John can use because of one specific reason, which is because of the definition of a debit card, John cannot buy the television now with a debit card. A debit card is a card used and the money is being paid out of the person's pocket. So, it's your own money that is being taken away when you use a debit card. And if John doesn't have enough money, that will lead him to negatives. And if there's negatives, then there's overdraft fees. So in that case, he can't use his debit card now because he doesn't have enough money out of his pocket, and he can't pay it out of his pocket because he does not have enough money. So B seems like the best answer. But let's look at the others. Option C. He can save money to buy the television later, which is true because at a later date, if he has enough money, then he can buy it. So option C is one to eliminate right off the bat. Option D, he can save his money and use his debit card to buy the television later. And that is true, because if you're paying out of your own pocket, and it's just basically worded like C. So he is saving his money, so he's going to work harder and save his money later, and then use his debit card to buy it later. So that's basically the same thing as C. So he can save his money and use his debit card because the debit card is he's paying his own money, and the debit card is his own money. So you can eliminate D because of that. And the only option left is B. The correct answer.